It's that time of the month again.
Hello, sir. May I ask why you're going out in the storm?
Hello, officer. My name is Merrill, and I do a show called Becoming a Millionaire Metal Detecting. And you see, this is the third year that I'm doing the show.
And officer, this show happens on the first day of every month, which is today.
And we take the clad that I find.
What's clad, son?
Oh, clad is the change. You know, the change that we find metal detecting, all of the non-silver coins. Yeah, and I take it to Coinstar. So I need to go to Coinstar, officer.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Son, I sense you're a little bit crazy.
No. Me? Pff, come on. What?
Yes, officer, that might be true. This guy's even crazier. What are you doing? Are you doing a three-point turn?
Focus on him, officer.
No, you're not. Okay. That's normal. Anywho, yeah, it's becoming a millionaire metal detecting time, and we have to go to Coinstar, and we have to do the monthly totals.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so let me concentrate on driving before I get on a main road.
If I went on a main road, I'd be in the wrong state.
You know, the other angle at this is other parts of the country, especially more northern, they're probably laughing at the fact that I'm making this sound crazy, that I'm going out in this. This ain't a Canadian snowstorm. Come on, man. I got to go to Coinstar. We got to continue with this journey. It's been a fun journey.
This idea has been going on and in motion for actually more than 2 years.
And it's going to be a long journey, but we're going to get to the promised land.
All right, here's the pitch. Take what you love to do, find a way to monetize it, because there is nothing that you will be happier to work hard at than what you love to do. I love metal detecting. I want to monetize it. I want to become a full-time metal detectorist.
Here's what we got. It's less than the past few months, but again, we're doing a different strategy.
Sometimes absurd ideas can have happy endings. And we're running with this absurd idea. And this month has been the most absurd in terms of good news that I've ever gotten for this idea. We'll get to that. But long story short, how do you monetize metal detecting? Well, one, it's all over the ground. All of the clad, all of the stuff that you don't want to keep in your collection. We take that clad, we throw it into the stock market. Idea two, build a YouTube channel, build a YouTube presence. Monetize that, which the requirements currently are 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers for a channel to be monetized. Past that, get your channel monetized. We did that. Sell merchandise. Done. Affiliate marketing. Done. Occasionally, we even go scrapping. But a pretty consistent stream of income has come just from the clad in the ground. That's how we started. Let's see how we did this month. So what's exciting is that we have 2 complete years of data. And that tells me what I need to beat. The first month of January that we did this, January 2019, only revenue we had was $12. That total revenue, we got more coin revenue, was $43.84, but by then my channel had been monetized. And that $12 went up to $119. Now this is the number that we're looking to blow away. $119. Every year we want exponential growth. And we want it to be comfortable. We want to think tachometer, okay? If you are going absurdly crazy and the tachometer is running high in your car, chances are you're going to overheat and you're going to break down, and that's going to stop your plans. No, we want to be at a good speed. We want to be at good growth. That's why we take this data. And it's also to motivate, but not to motivate to the point that it gets uncomfortable. So we're looking to beat that 119.85 as comfortably as possible.
Beyond the coin. Coinstar. Step 1. Choose an e-gift card. I always choose Amazon. I give it to my wife, and I deduct that amount, put it into the brokerage account to invest some stocks. Continue. Accept. And let's go.
So just as an FYI, this is the first time since I started this show, the first time in 3 years, I guess, 2 years, 1 month, that we're not going for $1,000 in clad. The channel revenue has picked up, and by any means necessary, we want to see that total go up. This is just one avenue where we could monetize, but we have others. In time, maybe by the end of this year coming up, there will be other avenues. For instance, if we wanted to do an eBay store or an Etsy store, that's just another way that you can monetize. But I want to master these first.
All right, $39.60, and we got a whole bunch, well, a normal number of rejects. So probably somewhere between 40 and 45 for the month. Okay, that was successful. Let's put it into the spreadsheet.
All right, we have our first addition to the all-new spreadsheet. So, $39.60. Boom shakalaka, we are on the board for the year. All right, so next what we're going to handle is merch. And we had 8 people order a total of 14 shirts. Usually I get a $5 profit margin per shirt. But for this month, it's going to be somewhere between $3 and $4. We'll just say 3 for that. So 3 times 14 is 42. All right, so let's put $42 in for merch. Boom, up to $81, which is getting close to the $119 that we need. All right, so the next thing that we're going to discuss and give you the numbers on is affiliate revenue. Basically, in the video description of my videos, I list the products that I used in that video. And if you click on a link and you wind up buying something, even if it's not that product, I get a kickback if it's within the span of 30 days. So that's how affiliate revenue works. If you have a channel that's viewed, it's a good way that you can monetize it. So let's look at the numbers. So for Kellyco, I got $96.92. And for Amazon, I got $25.46. And when you add that together, the total is $121.38. So let's add that to the spreadsheet. 121.38. And that brings us over the $119 from last year. And now we go to channel revenue, which is my biggest source of income for YouTube. The big storyline that is behind the scenes for my channel is that it's a good thing. COVID is going to end, and I'm going to get 4 hours of commuting back into my day. And that's the reason that I've been pushing so hard with these videos. But the current pace is not sustainable over time. I could do it if I was doing it full time. I love doing it. But I suspect by next September, the 30 videos per month that I've been averaging over the last 2 months, it's probably going to be cut in thirds or in half. So I'm going to be really prolific over the next few months because I want people to search, I want people to find my videos, and really set this up because um, in order to get in order to be able to do YouTube full time, I estimate that you need bare minimum 50,000 views per day. To make that possible, you need videos that rank, and even if it's 3 or 4 views that you could count on per day, if you have 1,000 videos and you could get one view from each one of those videos, that's 1,000 views. I don't want to put out garbage. I want to put out videos that people are going to watch, people are going to learn from, and now's the time. I understand that now is the time. This is a absolutely crucial year. What is not happening is virality. With my art channel, I was able to go semi-viral, and not to the same level as other YouTubers have, but that channel got somewhere between 20 million and 25 million views. This channel, it's happening a lot more slowly. I think that YouTube in general, it's a lot more well known, and there's a lot more content creators competing for the audience, for the keywords. So it's a different ball game than it was when I started YouTube in 2008. Having that said, it's more the monetization on YouTube is a lot more sophisticated. There's more advertisers that are competing, and there's more ways that you can earn money on YouTube. So everything is a give and take. And being that I'm doing what I love to do, which is it's both. It's metal detecting and creating videos. I love both. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty satisfied with this being a second job. It's a dream come true. So let's absolutely dive into these numbers. Last month, month of January, I got 181,277 views. That's the second most views I ever got compared to December, where I uploaded more videos. December, it was some ungodly number like 34 or 35. This month, I had 30, and I took a few days of rest. It's going to need to continue because I'm getting, on average, somewhere about 5,000 views per day. In order to do this full time, you need to get bare minimum 50,000. I don't know if the amount of searches in metal detecting, I don't know how possible that is. And I'm yet to figure that last part out. I understand the income, the interest. I have all of that figured out. But how big of a niche is metal detecting on YouTube? That's the question. This is good. This is not sustainable for full time. How far can we push this? How high can we push this? I have a few other interesting viewpoints before we go to put this into the spreadsheet. Now, I've made no secret, I'm a huge fan of Green Mountain metal detecting. And this is a compare of the views of the last 30 days between the two channels. Green Mountain is in red, I'm in blue. So I've had, according to this, 167,000. It's a little bit different than what was said a second ago, but I think there's a little bit of a delay in the data. Long story short, I'm getting a comparable amount despite a massive difference in subscribers. And what that boils down to is the amount of videos that are put out. So, Green Mountain has amazing videos. Each one is just a work of art in itself. And I know it takes a long time to make those videos and to have it in such high definition. It's an amazing accomplishment, what the channel puts out. But it's less videos in general. Again, 30 for me, 4 for Green Mountain. When I go back to work, Well, I am back to work. I've been back to work, but I've been able to stay remote. I get 4 hours back in my day. Once that ends, the revenue to my channel is probably going to drop. All making all of these extra videos and having people who care enough to watch, that's a huge, huge difference maker. Here's another extreme example. Chill Bill, much, much bigger channel than mine, 24.5 thousand subscribers, but I actually get more views. And it comes down to videos, the amount of videos and who is willing to watch them. In other words, thank you. A lot of people think of the word subscriber like, oh, it's somebody who hits the subscribe button and watches every video. Nope, not at all. The most important thing that you can do on YouTube is get the right people to watch, engage with the right people, get the right people caring about your content, because there's blank subscribers. They just hit subscribe and there's nothing to it other than that. And that doesn't do you any good. On YouTube, you get paid from views, from the advertising that they put on the videos and the people who choose to watch the videos. Later this year, when I go, hopefully after COVID ends, and yes, I am rooting for that. That's the big question. Because I'm not going to be able to put out as many videos, and will this continue to grow? There's only now. That's why we're pushing so hard. Anyway, let's put the revenue totals in. All right, so 1102.18 is what we need to put in. So 1102.18, and that brings our total to 1305.16. So now for the good news. The good news is that total blew away last year, and last year's total blew away the year before. Can we keep that up, or will we plateau? Especially when less videos come out. That's my question. Quite honestly, my views plummet when I don't upload videos, and that's not good. But we're thinking beyond just views, because those are not guaranteed. This channel has been giving me a extra source of income, and what I'm trying very hard to do is to turn it eventually into real estate, because real estate generates income. Over the past year, I've gained something that I don't think I'll ever gain again. 71% is the rate of return. And as you can see, and I don't even think that this is factoring in this past month, because my brokerage usually updates this tomorrow or the day after the first few days of the month. But this last month, one position that I have held on to for years it's pretty much doubled the account. And, that's a good problem to have. That position was in a company called Sensionics, which the ticker symbol is SENS. And, I've been given the advice, including by the person who picked it. I subscribe to a service, and it's not on the sell list yet. It's hold. I sold. I wanted to lock this in. Could it have doubled again? Anything's possible, but you know what? I want to be smart about this. What I did was I took those gains and I divided them evenly with a bunch of other stocks. I continue to divide them as evenly as possible. But we've done exactly what I set out to do, which was turn the spare clad, the stuff that was found in the ground, or the stuff that was created in my head, into something that is more substantial. And right now, the account stands at $18,866.84. And the irony of this is I barely put any of my earnings in from last year into the stock market. If you remember, I bought several metal detectors, and it might have grown my channel. I think it did grow my channel, and some of the videos that continue to get views are ones that I've used those metal detectors on. But if I had put a little bit more in, we would have been even higher. But you can't think like that. It is what it is. This year, I'm putting as much in as I can. Every penny of that amount is going right, of the $1,300 that we just made, is going right into this account. And again, we have goals that we're trying to get to by the end of the year. And the goals that we are going for, big picture goals, $20,000 in revenue from metal detecting. Right now, at the end of January, we are at 1305. $40,000 account value by 1/1/22. Currently, it is $18,866. 20,000 subscribers by 1/1/22. We're currently at 9,764. And again, as soon as that gets big enough, that amount gets big enough, we are going for real estate, okay? Because as long as you insure it, there is no taking away real estate. I cannot count on another year that I get 70% in the stock market. That is almost unheard of. If you notice, what I did is I divided the positions. I had very few positions before. I got lucky. I'm aware of that. It was a good pick, and I cashed out. And I will continue to cash out and chip away at this. But I want to metal detect. This is a liberation show, okay? Liberation, that's what it's about. I'm not trying to sound egotistical with this, but you're going to see that real estate happen in the future with this show. And the reason being is because I'm committed to this. And I'm preparing. I know that the stock market is not going to go up forever. I know there's going to be dips. If one happens this year, the game plan is save a little bit more, or detect a little bit more in this case, save with other accounts, and really put as much in as possible, and then write it back up. I don't believe that there's an apocalypse that's going to happen. I do believe there's a correction coming. So I'm preparing with that, getting cash positions, and just in case if the stocks go down, you have that extra ammunition that you could put in. How can you help me with this? Please, pretty please, share my channel. Even if it's in conversation with one person, you got to check this guy out. He does metal detecting videos, but they're a little different than metal detecting videos. Sometimes he raps, sometimes he talks about finances, I suppose, although I'm not giving anybody financial advice. That's important to know too. You saw how poorly that one position that skyrocketed for 2 years. It was a drain on this portfolio, and then it popped. So, don't. I'm far from a financial guru. I'm an educator. I'm an avid metal detectorist. So, if you don't mind, if you're new, perhaps hit that subscribe button. And if you are returning, tell a friend about me. Share this, and just, hopefully we go somewhere with that. I thank you. And again, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I thank you for tuning into this marathon.